Welcome to the 2S-AL demonstration video. Within this video, I'll walk you through 2S-AL, providing information and details on all its features. While 2S-AL is extremely easy to use, it is also very customizable, allowing for players to build their anti-lag system however they wish. The main focus of 2S-AL is provide a vanilla integrated anti-lag / two-step system. This script does not utilize any external sound effect through WAV files in a folder, or spawns particle effects in the exhaust. The way 2S-AL works is by natively creating an actual backfire on the sound, and properly simulating an anti-lag / two-step system behavior. So not only it allows for features such as unique pop sound effect per vehicle, since it will be streamed from the sound mod, but also allow for FiveM sound synchronization, functional boost pressure building, and many more. And if that wasn't enough, 2S-AL also improves and fixes a few game features, which will be showed in detail later on this video. Information on how to prepare your sound mod, or preferred sound to be compatible with 2S-AL will be on the link that is in the description of this video. So now, let's start the walkthrough. .2S-AL features a menu that can be accessed by pressing dot on your keyboard. In the 2S-AL menu, you will be able to set up and configure several functions of the anti-lag / two-step system. 2S-AL had two goals in mind when developed: easy to use and highly configurable. So, within these goals, we have created an easy keybind system to allow users to quickly control menu functions and open the menu with whatever keys works the best for them. In order to set a custom keybind, pause your game, navigate to Settings, Keyboard, FiveM, and you will see the keybind options for several 2S-AL features, such as open the menu or hotkeys for enabling features of the anti-lag / two-step system. Now, let's get back and start exploring the menu. Within the menu, we have 7 options: two-step, anti-lag, general settings, menu settings, help, Discord and exit. Let's start by the two-step menu. In the two-step menu, you have 2 options: enable two-step and two-step RPM range. The enable two-step button is a toggle button which allows you to disable or enable two-step. This can be attached on a keybind, so you may be able to enable or disable the two-step feature without opening the menu. By default, the keybind is 2 on keyboards. There is no default keybind for a controller. The two-step RPM range is the range of the RPM which the two-step will cut. So, let's say, your engine revs up to 8000 RPM, if you set it to 55%, the two-step will cut the throttle at 4400 RPM. Please note that the engine max RPM is defined by the sound mod, and not by the vehicle handling, or gauges. The two-step RPM range goes from a minimal of 55% to a maximum of 84%. To change it, while it is selected on the menu, press the left or right key to increase or decrease the RPM percentage. Now, in the anti-lag menu. Here, we have 5 options: enable anti-lag, enable Flatshift, enable rolling anti-lag pop interval, and experimental settings. The enable anti-lag button is also a toggle button that allows you to disable or enable anti-lag. Like the two-step, it also is a bindable option, but it does not have a default keybind. The enable Flatshift button controls the flat shift, which will randomly make 1 or 2 exhaust pops if you are holding the throttle while shifting. Like the anti-lag button, it also is a bindable toggle button that enables or disables this feature. The enable rolling anti-lag button will enable or disable the rolling anti-lag. Rolling anti-lag is a feature that will allow you to use your anti-lag to build your boost pressure while in movement. While holding the rolling anti-lag key, which is LB or L1 for gamepads, or Tab for keyboards, the rolling anti-lag will automatically hold your current speed, while activates the anti-lag and builds your boost pressure. Release the rolling anti-lag key to launch with a power increase once the boost is fully built. The anti-lag pop interval controls the anti-lag pop interval, that is, the time it takes to a pop play, after one happens, in milliseconds. A larger value means a slower anti-lag, a shorter value, a faster anti-lag. The anti-lag pop interval has a minimal value of 10 milliseconds and a maximum value of 250 milliseconds. Like the two-step RPM range, to change it, while it is selected on the menu, press the left or right key to increase or decrease the interval time. The experimental settings is a submenu, which has currently in development features. Those features aren't completed yet, so they might not work properly. The general settings menu has only one option: vehicle needs turbo equipped. This is also a toggle button, but it isn't bindable. When enabled, it will require a turbo upgrade to be equipped for the two-step or anti-lag function. Please note that the server may enforce this feature, thus removing the possibility of the client or player to choose if it would like it enabled or disabled. When that happens, a message will show up informing that. The menu settings menu also has only one option: right align. This is a toggle button that isn't bindable. When enabled, it will align the menu on the right side of the screen. In the help menu, you'll find small texts explaining the functions in details. To read the texts, simply hover on what you'd like to know about, and press the right or left key to navigate through the text pages. The Discord option shows our Discord server invite link. Consider joining it if you'd like to be on pair with the latest releases, obtain support, and much more. This doesn't need any explaining. Now that we have got to know the menu, let's talk about the game improvements. In native FiveM, the RPM synchronization isn't necessarily the best. It works very well, but for the sake of optimization it doesn't synchronizes the RPM fast enough on stunt maneuvers, like drifting or doing donuts, making the vehicle do the stunt, but in a weird low RPM manner. With 2S-AL this is no longer an issue. When needed, 2S-AL will take over the RPM synchronization and automatically sync it, so that both players may hear the same thing whenever the vehicle is in an intensive maneuver. 2S-AL also re-enables the capacity of revving your engine while airborne, allowing for realistic sound effects on stunts like rally jumps. Those are only two improvements that will already enhance your game experience, and you can rest assured that more will come as the script develops further. When developing 2S-AL, performance was a major concern. 2S-AL is a script that requires controlling native game functions, like the RPM, so, using very precise timing, we were able to make it function without needing to run at every frame. Each part of the script runs at the timing it's required to, not every part needs to run every frame. Thanks to that, we have achieved under 0.10 milliseconds performance. With 4 vehicles on screen, with 2S-AL at work, we in fact kept at a maximum of 0.08 milliseconds. We understand that menus also bring performance hits, as it also needs to run every frame. On 2S-AL, with the menu open, and a single vehicle using 2S-AL functions, we were able to keep the performance at under 0.15 milliseconds. 2S-AL is a frame-based script, so please note that on lower frame rates the frequency of the pops and effects might be lower. We recommend a computer capable of running the game at a minimal of 40 FPS for usage of 2S-AL. 2S-AL took in consideration not only the client, but the server-side optimization. With 2S-AL, server updates will only happen when the client can see a vehicle in a radius of up to 75 meters. 2S-AL has a server-sided config that allows the owner to suit the script for the experience it would like to serve to the players. On the config.lua file, the server owner can set up a default anti-lag or two-step configuration for all the vehicles, and enforce it to the players. If you'd like to follow that route, make sure to disable the menu for players. Now, if you wish to keep a more customizable experience, allowing everything else, but still ask for a turbo upgrade, you can enforce that too, which would be our recommended option for roleplay servers. Every option is synced for everyone, which means that if, let's say, player A has a 50 milliseconds pop interval, and player B has a 10 milliseconds pop interval, they will see the difference. Overall, the synchronization is a slightly slower, but not less exciting version of what you will see on the client side. We were able to pass almost all limitations, but due to optimization constraints, the only limitation at the moment is that the two-step RPM percentage on synchronization will only go as low as 63%. So, this was 2S-AL. Much more than a simple anti-lag / two-step system. It's a true game enhancer, a true new experience. Thank you for being with us on this walkthrough. We sincerely hope to have exceed your expectations. If there are any doubts left, feel free to open a support ticket at our Discord, which has its link on this video description. 2S-AL is available exclusively in Tebex, and can be also purchased in the link on this video description. We hope to see you soon, with more exciting content, to truly transform your game experience.